Denis Diderot, born on October 5, 1713, was a significant figure in 18th century France and largely contributed to the encyclopedia.
Hi, my name is Denis Diderot, and I'm the editor of the encyclopedia. Recently, I took a trip to the Hotel Dieu, one of the richest and most terrifying of all hospitals. Concluding my article for the encyclopedia about the richest and most terrifying of all French hospitals, I noticed that the nurses were old, ignorant, greedy, and often drunk.
Diderot's article in the encyclopedia began a movement for hospital reformation in the late 1700s. Smallpox inoculation, the process of removing the pus from the raised blister. In the 1700s, 1 in every 50 died from this procedure, from infection which spread the disease throughout the body. Lady Mary Wortley Montagu was the first to test this practice on her son, who was her first patient. The results were extremely successful, even though his chances of living were extremely slim. She spread her discoveries about highly contagious smallpox diseases throughout England in 1722. Before, she had visited the Muslim areas of Western Asia, as her husband was the ambassador of the Ottoman Empire.
Edward Jenner, born 1749, died 1823. Edward Jenner was an English scientist. He discovered that dairy maids who had contracted cowpox did not get smallpox. Sores resemble those of smallpox and transmitted onto the milker's hands, but the disease is mild and not contagious. Jenner practiced science similar to the styles of Francis Bacon for 18 years, collecting data on cowpox to discover ways to cure smallpox. In 1796, he performed his first vaccination on a young boy using matter taken from a milkmaid with cowpox. Performing successful vaccinations, Edward Jenner published his discoveries in 1798. He has given £30,000 from the British government for his phenomenal discovery.
Denis Diderot and his encyclopedia led to the awareness of horrible conditions and an improvement in hospitals. Philip Pinel was the first to take the chains off of mental patients, and William II created the first humane sanitarium. We can connect this time to the scientific revolution and the Black Plague because in both there were evolutions in science and the well-being of Europeans. Like during times of plague, there were superstitions. The people suffering during the bubonic plague believed in misogyny and witchcraft, whereas the people during this time believed that people became insane by the moon and that masturbation also led to insanity.
My son is a lunatic.